my God, is this real?
Yes.
Is this even real? Are we live? Boys and girls, tough cookies at home. If you're with me at home, say, yeah!
Yeah!
God damn it, say, yeah!
Yeah!
We got a little crowd over here in the Tough Cookies house. Are you with me at home saying yeah? Let me know right now, where are you right now? Are you in Philly? Are you in Florida? Are you in California, New Jersey, England? Are we cool, Georgie?
We're cool.
Are we fucked up or not fucked up?
We're not fucked up.
If it's not fucked up at home, write NFU in the comments. Boys and girls, let me know, where are you right now? And just let me know, like, how are you feeling? I gotta tell you, last week, doing the first Tough Cookies broadcast in a couple years was exhilarating! Oh my God, did any of you watch last week? It was so special to be back with you after so much time. And I've been thinking about it all week, and you know, I don't know about you boys and girls, but it's been a very hard week for so many people around me. So many people I know are getting depressed. They're getting scared. They're full of stress. They're worried. They don't know what the fuck's going on. And we need to take care of each other now more than ever. We cannot forget that there are people out there in this world who are compassionate, who care about people. That's me, that's you, that's all of us in this little Tough Cookies clique. Joey, are people watching? Where are they right now?
Yeah.
Where we got?
Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon.
We got Athens County, Ohio.
Ohio.
Cleveland.
The Burbs. We got people all over the joint.
Quartzsite, Arizona.
Quartzsite.
Jersey.
We got Wales.
We got somebody in Wales. It's up super late. Thank you for sticking with us, boys and girls. There's so many people who are dealing with mental health issues right now. You never know what's going on with people. I hope that we can shed some light on this issue. There's a lot of people struggling out there. I'm going to do a song right now by Low Cut Connie that speaks directly to this. And let's just try to put our minds together, our hearts together, and we're going to pull together, and we're going to have a beautiful hour together. Hands up! I love every motherfucker watching this thing right now. I love you, and you, and you. Baby, help me to be a good man. Help me to be kind, 'cause I'm moving in the wrong direction. I got bad things on my mind, and I'm hanging like a scarecrow, with all my insides falling out, like a wolf man, like an alien, like the people you don't have to think about. And they told me to be joyful, but I'm freaked out by the sound, walking sideways up the staircase. I fall right back to the ground. Lift me up, lift me up, lift me up to the sun one time. Lift me up, lift me up. Let me be the chosen one before I come undone. Are you with me at home, boys and girls? Let me see some hands, let me see some hands. When the Lord gets bored, He comes knocking at my door, and He says, buddy, you're a bad man, you got to work for your reward. And I took it like a slingshot, and it shook me to the core. Living in a nightmare, crying mercy, watching this thing right now, we gotta lift each other up. One more time. Lift me up, lift me up, lift me up to the sun. One time, lift me up, lift me up. Let me be the chosen one before I come undone. Yes, boys and girls, if you're with me at home, say, yeah! I love you all so much. We have people watching this thing, Joey, Georgie.
Oh, yeah,
we got people on YouTube. We got people on Facebook. We got
Wisconsin.
Madison, Wisconsin.
Haddon Township.
Haddon
neighbors.
Township.
What's up? We even got Australia in the house.
Australia, it's tomorrow then. Wow. Hello, Australia. We love you. I might be moving there soon. I don't know. We don't know what the fuck's going on. You know, it's crazy, boys and girls. We do this show, and we have a good time. We laugh, we sweat, we sing, we join together, but we also got to face reality. There's crazy things going on in this country. We can't pretend like they're not. We're going to be talking about it, and we're going to try to work through it just a little bit every time we do this broadcast. I want to thank you all for being here with me tonight. We have people that it's crazy. They just drop by the house. It's crazy. They hear us on the street. Oh my God, somebody's here. Who's here? Oh my God.
Hi.
I can't. A real rock star is here. Rocky.
Hi, y'all.
From Low-Cut Connie, my little Texas girl,
That's right.
is here in South Philly. Thanks for coming, Rock. You want to sing one with me?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'd love to.
Pull up a chair, stand. I don't know.
I'm gonna
Maybe
stand.
you want to be right here?
Yeah. This
How's
is
the
cozy.
shot, Bob? How about a little bit of Low-Cut Connie for these people? Woo! Hands up! Come on! Woo! We're all excited just to paint the town, tear the whole thing down. Throw the fireplace, throw down the fire. Me and Annie on a Persian rugs, we don't need no drugs. Throw the fireplace, throw down the fire. Living like bugs, sucking on a thirst. I'm only emphasizing into the world, 100% good. And I can feel it rising. She starts messing with my head again. Are we cool, Georgie? She's trying to be my girlfriend. Come on, Rob. Throw down,
Fireplace.
turn on a fire.
Throw down the
We're
fire.
cheek to cheek. Got some sneaky shoes on. Actually, I don't. Gonna mess it up till dawn. Throw down the fireplace. Throw down the fire. Living like bugs, sucking on a thirst. I'm only emphasizing into the world, 100% good. And I can feel it rising. Come on, Rock, let's do this. Woo! Is everybody feeling okay out there, babies? I got you. You got me, I got you, baby. We're in this thing together. You're talking about money. You're talking about success. I'm talking about happiness.
Throw the fireplace.
Turn on the
Throw
fire.
down the fire.
Come on, let's get it. Living like bugs, sucking on a thirst. I'm only emphasizing into the world, 100% good. in a house in South Philly. I'm kind of like schwitzing already.
Oh yeah?
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, will you do this little thing with me? I got this new segment that I like to do with the people at home where we get a little bit more active. It's called Let's Schwitz! Oh my God, George.
Right.
The master George Murphy. That was sexy. Well, let's get our yoga mat.
Okay.
I need to know, boys and girls, did anybody practice their schwitzing at home this week? Did anybody practice their goblet squats?
Ooh.
Rocky, do you know how to do a goblet squat?
I love a squat. I usually do a barbell squat, but I love a goblet.
How do you do a barbell squat?
Well, it's with a
Okay.
a big long one.
A
With
big long one. All you
with a lot of
need
weight on it.
is a big long one, and you just squat on it.
Adam.
That's what you said. Boys and girls, if you remember last week, you're basically going to take your goblet. Everybody has some sort of goblet-esque object at home. Here's my 10-pound goblet. You could do this with a margarita glass. Rocky, you want to be next to me here on the mat?
I would love to.
Okay, and we're going to plant. And you know, you gotta keep your upper body straight,
Right.
and the ass goes out.
Ass to the grass, baby.
Yes, and you're pointing your grundle down. I don't know a better way to say it, George.
Gooch.
You're gonna point the grundle, the gooch, to hell. Point it at hell. Right to hell. Bob, can you get a close up to see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Imagine, yeah. What I like to do, Rocky, motivate. I like to imagine that Elon Musk's face is right here,
I don't want to sit on Elon Musk's face.
and I have poison in my grundle, and I feed Elon Musk poison. 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 Poison right into the mouth.
Now I'm schwitzing.
You're schwitzing.
I'm schwitzing.
Are you schwitzing at home? George, are they schwitzing?
Somebody says I refuse to believe Adam has a poison grundle, but I believe it's
Ooh.
true.
I have to imagine, because actually I have, as many people in this room could tell you, I have a perfect grundle. It's perfect. It's gleaming. It's gleaming. But in this scenario, you have to imagine it's poison. So at random times throughout the week, I want you to work on the goblet squat. That's enough of that. You know, boys and girls, we like to honor great artists on this show, and there's a fantastic, heroic songwriter and singer, one of the great soul singers that we lost recently, Brenton Wood. Brenton Wood from Texas, like my little Texas
I
girl
didn't
here.
know that.
Oh yeah. And Brenton Wood sang not one, but two of the best soul classics of the late 60s. Do you know what they are? We're going to do one for you right now. Right, Rock?
Oh yeah.
I like to do this one in E flat. Woo! If you do want me, give me a little sugar. If you don't want me, don't leave me on, girl. If you do love me, show me that you need me. When I'm down, wearing a frown, you'll be there when I look around. Just give me some kind of sign, girl. Oh, my baby, to show me that you're mine, girl. Alright, just give me some kind of sign. 1967. Yes! Oh my God, boys and girls. I love this show so much. Tough Cookies is a rock and roll, soul-shaking variety show. We talk about issues. We play soul music, rock and roll music. We lift each other up. We have random people off the street that drop by. It's a little strange, George.
Yeah.
We have some more people dropping by in a few minutes. Stick around, some very special guests. We're going to be talking about David Bowie. We have some very, very, very exciting David Bowie news out of Philadelphia. Rocky, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Some crazy stuff happening. There were some tapes, some Bowie tapes discovered right here in Philadelphia very recently. And in a few minutes, some of these very talented gentlemen who found these tapes will be here to talk about those secret tapes with us just in a few minutes. Meanwhile, I want to do another dedication. Rock, can we honor an icon of the 1960s, a great spirit of early rock and roll in England, who we lost this past week, the great Marianne Faithfull.
Absolutely.
We've talked about this. She had 9 lives. And Bob, follow me over here. If you ever get a chance,
Your library.
Tough Cookie, yeah, come to my library. Step into my library, Bob. This is all music books, this section. Don't look at this because this is the Madonna sex book. And if I open this up, the stream will get shut down,
Yeah.
George.
She's got some.
We can look at it later
Raunchy.
on the after party.
All right.
George,
No, let's put that.
can we look at the Madonna sex book, Joey? Tough Cookies After Dark on Patreon in just 40 minutes. We're going to be doing, it's a little bit more adult. I will see some of you Patreon people there. Maybe we'll look at the Madonna sex book. Meanwhile, if you get a chance, Tough Bookies. This is the Marianne Faithfull autobiography. And it's called, very simply, Faithful. And 60 years ago, over 60 years ago, she recorded an iconic song that was the first song that Mick Jagger and Keith Richards ever wrote together. In fact, Andrew Loog Oldham, who was the manager of the Rolling Stones in the early days, he locked Mick and Keith in a room and he said, "You motherfuckers better write a song. And I'm not opening this door until you write a song." And as would have it from brilliant songwriters like Jagger Richards, they wrote this iconic song, but it wasn't for them to sing, really. It was for Marianne Faithfull to sing, and it's an iconic song of the 60s. Would you do it for us, Rock?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It is the evening of the day. I sit and watch the children play.
was gorgeous.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for yes. Are we cool?
Yeah.
We're so cool.
Oh my God, Joey, are people enjoying themselves?
Yes. We got some happy tears on that one.
Oh my God! Thank you, Marianne Faithfull. You know, she had such an incredible life. This book really captures it. If you ever get a chance to read Faithfull, and she has a record. I know we're talking about her early career, 1964, As Tears Go By, her iconic hit. But you know, sometimes some artists who have hits, when they fall off the beam and their hits are done, sometimes they make the best music that they ever make in their whole
Are you
life.
talking about Broken English?
Yes.
I love that album.
She came back at the end of the 70s after many years of addiction and many years of living on the street. And she made one of the greatest records of that era. It's called Broken English. Check it out. Check out her performance on Saturday Night Live. That is stunning. Her voice is shredded, but it sounds so amazing.
It's beautiful.
You know, thank you, Marianne Faithfull, for your spirit, your beauty. True rock and roll artist, Marianne Faithfull. Love you. Oh my God. Boys and girls, I'm having the best time. You know, there's a little thing that we do on this show. And it's a thing that we started during the pandemic, and then we started doing it at Ardmore Music Hall, right, Joey? Rocky, remember this thing?
How could I
It's a
forget?
little thing called A Bridge Too Far. Oh my God, George, you're unbelievable. He's unfreaking believable. When we were on stage at Ardmore Music Hall last summer, we did 3 shows, and you guys actually voted on which of a batch of very cheesy songs should we perform.
They sure did.
And we're going to be doing the same thing. We're going to be doing A Bridge Too Far at Ardmore Music Hall on February 27th here in the Philadelphia area. Tickets are almost sold out. I hope to see some of you there. We're going to have our pal Snack Time,
Wow.
who is Jason Kelsey's house band on his new television show, Go Birds. We'll talk about that in a minute. We've got our pals, the Flying V's, and we've got a fantastic drag performer named Miss Diva Divine. It's going to be a hell of a show. And so we're going to give you a little preview of that show with A Bridge Too Far. I want to dedicate this song to all my pals in Canada. All my pals in Canada. I want you all to know that I lived in Canada for 2 years. It's one of the most beautiful countries in the world. The people, the nicest people I've ever met anywhere in the world. I mean that sincerely. I don't know if we have anybody, Joey, from Canada right now.
Where's our Canucks?
You know, I don't give one fucking shit what the fuck politically people say about our relationship with Canada. Canada is our true friends. They are the most true blue people that I have ever met in this world. They embraced me. They embraced so many artists that go there and perform. They're just heart and soul people in Canada. So I want to dedicate this to them. This is A Bridge Too Far. And all of you at home have to let me know in the comments, is this Canadian bridge too far? Too far? Is it too cheesy? Or do you love it? Woo! It was only you and me. We were young and wild and free.
Oh, nothing can take you away from me. You've been down that road before. That's over now. You keep me coming back for more. Baby, you're all that I want. When I'm lying here in my arms, finding it hard to believe we're in heaven. And love is all that I need, and I found it there in your heart. Wasn't too hard to see we're in heaven.
Come on, goddammit. Is it a bridge too far? What are they saying, Joey?
Not too far at all. Hell no.
Oh, once in your life you find someone who can turn your world around, lift you up when you're feeling down. and girls, if loving Bryan Adams' Heaven is wrong, I don't want to be right. If I wrote this song, I'd be goddamn proud of myself. I love Canada. I love Bryan Adams. Yeah. Let's go to heaven right now. Come on, Rock.
You're all that I want when you're lying here in my arms, finding it hard to believe we're in heaven. Love is all that I need, and I found it here in your heart. Is it too hard to see we're in heaven?
Heaven! Come on. Oh! Come on, sing with me. Oh! Come on, Rock, get it. One more time, chorus.
Baby, you're all that I want when you're lying here in my arms, finding it hard to believe we're in heaven. Love is all that I need, and I found it there in your heart. Is it too hard to see we're in heaven?
Oh,
That was beautiful,
I
Adam.
can't.
know.
I cannot
I
with
don't
this.
think it's too far.
Rocky, will you do us the favor and the honor of hanging around for the rest of the night? Will you hang out and come
Absolutely.
back?
I'll come back, yeah.
And I heard there might be some bubble teas coming when you come back.
Ooh.
Is that right?
We've never shared a bubble tea before.
Well, you always remember your first. You
That's
always
funny.
remember that first hit of slurp with gummy balls at the bottom. You go in there, Rocky. You wrap your lips around this humongous, thick, engorged straw. You take a hefty slurp. This liquid comes gushing up the straw. And behind it are these balls that come behind it. It's like it's a
Wow.
whole world. It's a whole world. And we will together share that.
Well, boy, I'm getting excited.
We're going to heaven. All right, Rock, hang out.
Okay.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Boys and girls, are you having a good time with this Tough Cookie show that we're doing? Are people loving this,
They're
George?
loving it. They're loving it.
You're doing a heck of a job there, Georgie. Oh my
I'm
God.
not doing anything.
We've got George, we've got Bob on the camera. Yeah, take a bow. Take a bow. We got my man Joey. Woo! He's a good boy. He's such a good boy. Joey, before we go into this next segment, because I heard we got some people dropping by, go talk to the people, our Patreon people. We got the after party going on. What else is going on with Patreon?
We are giving all of our $20 Connie Clubbers this here beautiful silkscreen poster in the mail. Coming very soon. Be on the lookout.
Yeah, so if
Our group there.
you're a member of Patreon at the top Connie Clubber level, is that what it's called?
Connie Clubbers, man.
You're gonna be getting one of these gorgeous posters in the mail. There's still time to sign up this week, right?
Of course.
Okay, very cool.
And some group therapies coming soon.
Boys and girls, I love talking about David Bowie. And we're gonna have a very special conversation as soon as these guys arrive. I don't know when they're gonna be getting here, but we got these guys. Oh my God, they're here! Come in. Hello. Oh my God, say hi to the people at home. Hi. This is my friend Max. He's handsome. This is my friend Aaron. Handsome, talented. Sit, guys, sit. We're here to talk about David Bowie. These guys are on to something so freaking exciting. We have been talking about David Bowie for years on this show. We have covered so many David Bowie songs. And we got my pal Aaron Levinson, Grammy-winning producer, record collector, man about town. We got my man Max Ochester over here, Brewery Town Beats, Brewery Town Records. We've worked together a few times before.
We have.
Hell yeah.
How's it going?
You called me about a month ago, maybe 2.
Sure.
And you said, "Are you sitting down?" I was not sitting down. Because you asked me to, I sat down. And you told me what? What did you tell me?
That I had recently discovered a bunch of unreleased David Bowie material. Unreleased 1974 David Bowie Young American stuff.
Oh my God. So, all right, let's back up. Let's back the fuck up right now. Okay, I have talked on the show before, but David Bowie had this amazing association with Philadelphia. He loved Philly. Where did that start? Do you guys know it? How did he first come here?
Let's start with this. Next month is the 50th anniversary of the Young Americans record. 50 years ago, he was in Philadelphia recording Young Americans
Where was that?
at Sigma Sound Studios.
Sigma Sound Studio.
Of course.
And this is a classic record, Fascination, which I played on my radio show this past summer. Young Americans, of course, the big hit.
Yep.
And was recorded right here in Philly at Sigma Sound. And explain to the people at home that don't know
Sure.
about Sigma Sound and what was going on at Sigma when he first came here.
Well, at that time, and Aaron will be able to fill in here too, this is the height of Gamble and Huff. This is when Gamble and Huff and the Philly International and the Philly Sound as we know it was really taking over the airwaves. And Bowie saw that, and he had fallen in love with Philly about 2 years earlier. He had come here to perform at the Tower Theater on his first ever tour of the United States.
George, should we have a picture?
We have a picture of the poster.
Yeah, this is it. David Bowie at the Tower Theater.
Yep.
Which,
November 30th, 1972.
and he comes here, performs at the Tower Theater, and it's the first of many, 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 many shows and visits. But Aaron, tell us about Sigma and how did Bowie, how did he end up going to Sigma? What attracted him to record at Sigma?
Well, I mean, Bowie is expressing at this point maybe one of his great real desires, which is to become conversant in black music.
Yeah.
He's like most other British kids of his generation. They grew up listening to blues records. They listened to Little Richard and Chuck Berry. Bowie, maybe in a sort of more evolved way, by 1971, 1972, he's listening to Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
He's listening to Aretha Franklin. And those records, Motown and Atlantic respectively, are kind of forming in his mind, what's the next step for my evolution as a singer?
Sure.
Like, what have I not done? And I think Bowie looked at Philadelphia as sort of the mansion on the hill.
Well,
and for good reason.
The scene here at that time, I mean, Philadelphia was lactating hits at that
It
time.
was absurd. Absurd. And Bowie wanted a piece of it.
Yeah, so George, I don't know, do you have the little thing called a Philly special?
I do have a
If you
Philly
can
special.
find it, let's put it on. Oh my God, there it is on the screen, babies. I know we're talking about Bowie, and of course Bowie is from England, but we're talking about a Philly special because he absolutely adored this city, and he made some of his best music here. As Aaron is saying, this period of time, Philly's recording scene is absolutely off the charts. Anyway, he comes here, and he starts recording. We know the hits that he made here. We know that part.
Sure.
But you found something that's never been released. What is it?
Yeah,
Is it from
so-
that time period?
Yep, from those exact sessions. So he did 2 weeks mid-August of 74, and then he came back in November. And what I found were unreleased material from those November sessions, 4 2-inch reel tapes, 16-track multi-tapes.
Yeah.
And, honestly, the first thing I found was a tape that had Young Americans on it, so I associated it with Bowie.
Yes.
But it had Luther Vandross singing the lead, which was an incredible find, and it just blew my mind that was on there.
So for those of you that don't know, we all know Luther Vandross, one of the greatest vocalists of all time. But he started out in a group called Luther. Is that right?
Yep.
And Luther had this incredible song,
Funky music.
Funky Music. Yes.
Yep.
And Luther was opening for Bowie, right?
I think, he was affiliated, and then he was brought down by Carlos Alomar, the guitar player,
Yes.
and his wife Robin, They all kind of performed at the Apollo Theater up in New York. And I want to give a shout out to Ava Cherry because Ava was David's girlfriend, his muse, and the reason that he was listening to those Marvin Gaye and Aretha Franklin albums.
It's just amazing, you know. Bowie is one of those artists that every single record was a giant leap forward with his look, his image, his sound, his vocals, his songwriting. Every single thing he did was like a big giant leap. And he'd been making these records in England, had a number of hits, but they're rock albums.
They are.
And the musicians that are playing with him in England are white British musicians. And then all of a sudden we find him here in Philly recording with, who are some of the musicians? Luther Vandross, Carlos Alomar.
Right. Robin Clark, his wife. Woody Woodsman, was he part of that band? He was changing bands
Yeah, he
pretty
was
frequently.
changing bands. So he's sort of like jettisoning the earlier Spiders from
Yes.
Mars era people. And he's like, I need people who are more conversant in this music that I'm going to be taking on. I think Bowie, as you're sort of pointing out, he's always looking at the future. Bowie never looked backwards.
Never.
So he was always like, I need to find new people who are going to be able to not just play this music, but actually help me develop this thing.
Yes.
And that's where the Luther story becomes so extraordinary. Luther was never meant to be on the session. Luther was, they were like, we're going to record with David Bowie. Do you want to come with us? Okay. Luther's like, yeah, you know, as any of us would be.
And I think the whole funky music story is he's sitting on the couch in the back of the control room and he's singing funky music.
Funky music!
And David hears it and says, wait a minute, what's that? And it's just...
Well, he says to him, would you be interested in recording this song? And Bowie says, man, it's a beautiful song, but I'm kind of a white guy from England. I don't know if I can like pull off funky music.
So he changes the name to Fascination.
Yep.
And
it's-
the rest is
The rest
history.
is history. Boys and girls. This story gets better and better because these guys discovered tapes from these sessions that have never ever been heard before. We're talking about 50 years. Now, I hope you guys will stick around.
Yep.
Because one of the things that you told me, now I haven't heard what's on these tapes. You've heard them, and you have to just tell us what they sound like.
Sure.
And we have to trust you. But you have told me that there is a recording that Bowie does of a Bruce Springsteen song.
It's true. He does... go ahead. You can say it.
Well, let's find out when you come back on the after party. We're going to talk about 1973 in Philadelphia. Bruce Springsteen, who's broke as a motherfucker. He's got his first record out. He's not famous yet. People know him a little bit in Philly. David Bowie says, hey man, I like your songs. Come to the studio. I'm going to record one of your songs. I'm going to stop the story there. These gentlemen are going to stick around, and on the after party, they're going to tell us the rest of the story about how you found these tapes. I don't know where you found them. Do you just walk down the street, look in a dumpster, and find David Bowie lost tapes?
I wish it
How
was
does
that
that
easy.
happen? And we're going to talk about what this music sounds like and what's going to be happening with this music. So will you guys stick around and come back?
Yep, of course.
All right. Aaron Levinson, Max Ochester, Brewery Town Beats. These guys are fantastic. They're going to be here in a few minutes. Okay, guys, you probably want to leave the room because there's going to be some nudity.
Okay.
Well,
Stay or leave.
we have a quick battery change that we need to do on the camera, so we're going to toss up a technical difficulties graphic for like 30 seconds.
Oh,
and then
can
we're
they
ready.
hear me while you do that?
I can make it so that they can. Should we do that? Should we make
Yes,
it
because what I would like to do, boys and girls, is while we hide the screen, I'm going to take off all my clothes. Rocky,
Yes?
will you come back and be here with me?
Yeah.
I think this is an excellent time to do a costume change.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
I love
George, can they
costumes.
still hear me?
They can still hear you, yeah.
Can you still hear me at home? If you can hear me at home, say, yes!
Yes!
We're gonna
Yes! Oh my God.
Alright, camera's off for a second.
Boys and girls,
Cut that real quick.
there is a costume change going on.
This way, all good. Stand by. And down.
Boys and girls,
No sweat, no sweat.
what are you wearing at home? Oh my God.
Back.
My jock strap's coming off. Woo! You think that's a
Here
joke?
we go. Ready?
And we're back.
Boys and girls, it's
Wow.
Robe time! Oh my God, Bob.
Wow.
Keep the camera elevated because there's a situation going on downstairs, Rocky.
Mm-hmm. This is cozy.
Robe time.
I love it.
Is anybody at home wearing their robes? Oh my God, I'm having so much fun with you people. I thought, Rocky, let's see what happens. Let's just throw caution to the wind.
Okay.
Caution. This is caution. This is when I'm throwing it. Okay, Joey. It hit Joey in the face.
Oh no.
We're gonna do a David Bowie song. We've never done this before. Rocky, just do what you feel.
Okay.
Since we're talking about Bowie tonight. People stared at the makeup on his face, laughed at his long black hair, his animal grace. The boy in the bright blue jeans hopped up on the stage. Lady Stardust sang a song of darkness and disgrace, and he was alright. The band was all together, alright. The song went on forever, and he was awful nice, really quite out of sight. He sang all night long. Femme fatales emerged from the shadows to watch this creature fall. Boys stood upon their chairs to make their point of view. I sighed sweetly for a love I could not obey. Lady Stardust sang a song of darkness and dismay, and he was alright. The band was all together, alright. The song went on forever, and he was awful nice, really quite paradise. He sang all night long, all night long. Oh my God. A
Beautiful.
little bit of rope time. Rocky's gonna stick around, and we're gonna be doing some more songs together on the after party. And I want you to promise these people that we've had absolutely no preparation for what's gonna go down.
No.
It's gonna be curveball after
Truly.
curveball. The after party on Patreon is a place where there's no net. There's no net, right, Georgie?
No net.
Just bubble tea.
We're gonna be drinking some bubble tea, getting some good slurps in, and we're gonna be playing some songs. We're gonna be doing a thing called Songs from 100 Years Ago.
That's right, yeah.
We are going to be talking about David Bowie with our pals again. We are going to be making some very special announcements. But also, if you want to see these two people out on tour this year, George,
Yes.
I don't know if you have it.
Uh-huh.
You got it, Joey?
Joey's gonna toss the link in the comments.
Yeah. We are going to be in Ardmore, PA. We're going to be in Bethlehem. We're going to be in Nashville, Indianapolis, Detroit, Woodstock, New York at Levon's Bar. We're going to be in North Carolina. We're going to be in Chattanooga, 2 nights in New Orleans.
All right.
We're going to be in, where else are we going to be, Joey? Oh, we're going to Florida.
Wow.
Did I tell you that?
I think, you know what? I have never been to Miami before.
We're going to Fort Lauderdale. We're going to Sanford, which is right near Orlando.
New Orleans.
Atlanta. I mean, it's a lot of places. I hope I see some of you out there at the Low Cut Connie show. Rocky,
Yes.
let's do a little bit of Low Cut Connie for these people before we take a little pause and reset and get the Madonna sex book out and get ready for Tough Cookies After Dark. Bob, no.
My.
I don't want to get shut down. I do not want to get shut down. I want to also let you all know that we're going to be doing another Tough Cookies broadcast 2 weeks from tonight. That's right. Same time, same location, 2 weeks from tonight. Mark your calendar. And then 2 weeks after that, that will be episode 115 and episode 116. Isn't that? We have some incredible guests, courtesy of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, coming up on episode 114 and 15. 15, I don't freaking know.
15.
Oh my God. Woo! Hands up. Let me see some hearts, boys and girls. I want you to know I love every motherfucker watching this thing right now, wherever you are right now. Whatever you're going through, we got love for you. It's hard times. We gotta lift each other up. What the hell happened to me? Forget about everything you heard. It's such a sickening scene. Coming back to the Charisse. If we get picked up by police, you'll tell me I'm your one and only. Cause there's a mark on my cheek and you put kisses on my neck and said we don't have to speak. I don't expect a single thing, but now my patience is cheap. I'll give anything to not be lonely. Say, Charisse, I couldn't take it. Couldn't stand just to see you sleeping out on the street. No, I couldn't leave you. Couldn't leave you lying like you're dead on a cold concrete. Coming to the south side, wait at the station, wake up in a stranger seat. It doesn't matter to me, you never did it for me. No, Charisse, Charisse. Now you're taking off your shirt, wrap the baby in a sheet. It's such a desperate thing between your elbow and your fingers on the back of your knees. The symbol of the resurrection. Say, Charisse, I couldn't take it. Couldn't stand just to see you sleeping out on the street. No, I couldn't leave you. Like you're dead on a cold concrete. Going to the south side, wake up in a stranger seat. It doesn't matter to me, you never did it for me. No, Charisse, Charisse. Let's do it together. I saw this thing on TV about these kids in California who ended up with HIV and they didn't have any family. It scared the shit out of me and I'm still thinking about it 6 months later. You got a gorgeous face, babe. I only wanted to get close to you. You always push me away. You said you want to fix it up. Well, it's way too late, so please don't do me any favor. Say, Charisse, I couldn't take it. Couldn't stand just to see you sleeping out on the street. No, I couldn't leave you. Lying like you're dead on the cold concrete. Coming to the south side, station, I'm in a stranger seat. It doesn't matter to me, you never did it for me. No, Charisse, Charisse. It doesn't matter to me, you never did it for me. No, Charisse, Charisse. One more time. If you do want me, tell me little sweet talk. If you don't want me, don't lead me on, girl. If you do love me, show me that you need me. When I'm through, I want you. There's one thing that you can do. Just give me some kind of sign, girl. Oh, my baby, show me that you're mine, girl. Oh, just give me some kind of sign, girl. Oh, my darling, show me that you're mine, girl. If you do love me, give me a little sweet talk. If you don't want me, don't lead me on, girl. If you do love me, show me that you need me. When I'm down, wearing a frown, you'll be there when I look around. Just give me some kind of sign, girl. Oh, my baby, show me that you're mine, girl. Oh, just give me some kind of sign, girl. Oh, my darling, show me that you're mine, girl. Oh, just give me some kind of sign. Sign. Come on. Sign. Sign. All right, go for a pizza. Make some noise, tough cookies. Yeah, rock. Just give me some kind of sign, girl. Oh, my baby, show me that you're mine, girl. Oh, just give me some kind of sign, girl. Oh, my darling, show me that you're mine, girl. Boys and girls, I love every motherfucker watching this thing right now. I'm gonna see a lot of you people in the after party on Patreon just in a couple minutes. Patreon After Dark. I love you, babies. I want you all to have a beautiful weekend, a beautiful week. We'll see you for the next Tough Cookies broadcast in 2 weeks. I'll see you at Audible Music Hall February 27th. I want you to do a couple things for me over the next couple days. Promise me you're gonna take care of yourself. You're gonna take care of each other. And you're gonna keep punching. Never give up. I got you, baby. You got me. We got each other. We got love for each other. We are tough. We are compassionate. We are tough cookies, motherfuckers. Come on. Just give us some kind of sign, girl. Oh, my baby. Show me that you're mine, girl. Oh, just give me some kind of sign, girl. Oh, my darling. Show me that you're mine, girl. Oh, just give me some kind of sign. Say it. Sign. One more time for me. Sign. Sign. Rocky, you take over. I have to go.